Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video I am going to show you how to write notations. First of all, let's see different symbols for each and every pieces. For rook it is R, for knight it is N, for bishop it is B, for queen it is Q, for king it is K. And there are no such symbols for pawns. Now let's look at what are files and what are ranks. Files are the vertical columns from A to H. It goes like A file, then B file, then C file, and so on till H file. Now let's see what are ranks. Ranks are the horizontal rows from first row till 8th row. This is first rank, this is second rank, this is third rank, this is fourth rank and till 8th rank. Now let's look how to write notations. If white plays pawn here, it is written as E4 as the white pawn is put on E file of 4th rank. Now if black responds with pawn here, it is written as E5 as the black pawn is put on E file of 5th rank. Now if white responds with knight on F3, then it is represented as NF3 as the knight is placed on F file of 3rd rank. Similarly, NC6, bishop C4, bishop C5. And now castles. The castle is represented as 0-0. It is a short castle, so it is represented as 0-0. And for long castle, the representation is 0-0-0. Okay, now let's look at notations when a player captures pieces of his opponent. So if white captures the pawn on D5, then it is represented as E cross D5 as the pawn on E file of white captured the pawn on D file of black of 5th rank. Similarly, if knight of black captures the pawn on D5, then it is represented as N cross D5. Similarly, if white captures the knight on D5, it is represented as N cross D5. If black recaptures the knight with bishop, it is represented as B cross D5. Now if white captures it with rook, it is represented as R cross D5. Similarly, Q cross D5, Q cross D5, rook cross D5, B cross D5, rook cross D5. Okay, now let's look at notations when a player gives check to his opponent. So if in this position white plays rook c8, it is a check to opponent's king and it is represented as rc8 plus. This plus signifies that a check is given. Okay, now let's look at notations when a player delivers checkmate to his opponent. So if in this position white plays rook c8, it is a check to his opponent's king and it is represented as rc8 plus. And now black is forced to play rook on d8. And now if white takes on d8, it is a checkmate and it is represented as rook cross d8 checkmate. And the checkmate is symbolized by hash. Okay, now let's look at notations when we promote a pawn to queen, rook, bishop or knight. So if in this position white promotes the pawn to queen, it is written as g8 equals to q. If the white promotes the pawn to knight, it is represented as g8 equals to n. If the white promotes the pawn to rook, it is represented as g8 equals to r. If the white promotes the pawn to bishop, it is represented as g8 equals to b. Okay, now let's look at notations when two similar pieces can come at the same square. In this position, the knight on c3 can also come to e2 and the knight on g1 can also come to e2, and hence we need to clarify which knight is going to e2. So if white plays knight on g file to e2, it is represented as nge2. To clarify that the knight on g file came to e2 and not the knight on c3. If the white plays knight c3 to e2, it is represented as knight ce2. That's it. We have now covered all the important aspects of chess notation, so you should be able to read and write chess moves with confidence. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel for more easy to understand chess lessons. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.